Hello and welcome to another bite-sized learning video by learningcups.com, a part of LEDx Learning and Leadership Solutions. My name is Sahil Sharma, your leadership coach and learning partner. Let's get straight to the point, the purpose of this video. You must have noticed the title, The Leadership Intangibles and Invincibles. What do I really mean by that? Well, it all revolves around a certain term that was coined in the late 1890s by a British idealist, F.H. Bradley. The term is called Solipsism, and it happened to be a part of my conversation in one of the recent leadership engagements or coaching engagements I was with. This term really means, for those especially who have not been a part of philosophical studies in their careers or points in study, solipsism really means the inability of the brain to accept any other experience than itself, which means no acknowledgement of anything else, no validation of anything else than the brain itself. And brain of course is inside a human being. That means a person who fails to acknowledge anybody else's presence or validates anybody else's presence and experience. Now let's try and put this into the context of leadership. Have you come across a certain person who fails to acknowledge others, especially in the right moments? I'm sure you've come across that kind of leadership at some point in your career, or probably have observed that in your environment or somewhere else. So what does the act of solipsism really contain? It can mean not providing enough respect to people around you. It can also mean not being inclusive in your leadership practices in different contexts. A leader might have a meeting, not include others. You might reject other people's ideas without even listening to them or really respecting the expertise that they try to bring on the table. It can also mean not being collaborative. It can also mean people being single-minded, not respecting different perspectives. It can mean many such things. What can solipsism do to an organizational culture? Quite simply, in 21st century, it will lower down the employee engagement like anything. An environment that is not grounded in high trust, high expectations, respect, and inclusiveness will be taken down by itself. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. So what's your key learning or takeaway from this short learning video? Have you noticed solipsism in your environment? Have you practiced solipsism to any extent, whether intentionally or unintentionally? Please reflect on that. In what ways? Think about the impact that you've had on others if you haven't done so yet. As much as you think about the why or the purpose of the work, you have to bring your people mind forward and think what would be the impact at different levels, your own level and level of others and the organization. So the key message here is to really tap into the leadership intangibles like inclusiveness and providing respect to others at all times, and make your leadership effectiveness really invincible. All the best.